Hello everybody, I'm Nick and I'm out for a walk, and I wondered if anybody wanted to come and join me for a few minutes while I take 5 minutes out to consider what kindness and compassion are to me. And I'm going that way today. It's nicely out of focus there. Yeah, welcome to my video skills. I'm on what used to be an old railway track for a mine, I believe. It's an old mining area in West Yorkshire. So what do I consider kindness? Kindness is, I guess kindness is when people say nice positive things, uplifting, encouraging, gently spoken words, to us when maybe we're feeling down or we're struggling with something, or even just when people pay us a compliment because, you know, we've done a good job or we look nice or whatever, you know. And then there's acts of kindness where we might help somebody, do something physically, go shopping for an elderly relative or neighbour, help somebody get across a busy road, or rescue a cat from a tree, or just anything helpful, non-harmful, and done out of the generosity and goodness of your own heart, or said, without expecting anything in return. And it's funny actually, because although we don't get anything in return physically, as in say money or gifts, if we just do it, we get so much in return. We'll get, somebody might look us in the eye with a big smile and say thank you and show gratitude. If we know them well, they might give us a hug or shake us hands, you know, we get physical contact from somebody. And when people do that, we actually do get something back, because inside, you know, we go running round inside ourselves, soaking up and delivering lots of chemicals that our body manufactures that tickle us inside in our organs and our brain and make us feel good about ourselves. So we are receiving something for it, but that's just I guess that's a byproduct. And we do these things for other people. And until sort of recently, I never sort of considered that I could do these things for myself. I can pay myself compliments. I can look myself in the eye in the mirror and say, good job, or well done, or thank you. I can take care of myself and be compassionate and kind to me. And these also will have the effect of producing a chain reaction inside of me, which will improve my mood and the way I see life and problems eventually. And my walk in itself is a kind, compassionate thing to do. It stops me from vegetating at home, gets me out, and I can explore places like this. I can hear birds singing. I can see things I don't normally see. It's peaceful. No traffic, no noise other than the wind blowing gently through the trees today. Been a bit of rain, but it doesn't matter. It can rain as heavy as it wants. That's all part of it. So yeah, this also produces feel-good chemicals. It allows my imagination to run wild. As I said, this was an old disused railway line, and I can imagine steam locomotives coming down here in their day, the whistles blowing, and and full of coal and keeping people employed and keeping the country powered and warmed with fuel. I get out, most days I'll get out for about 5 miles, sometimes 10, or anywhere in between. And racked up a lot of miles in lockdown, and by the looks of it I'll be racking up a lot more. I've seen the seasons change from spring. We had beautiful sunshine throughout spring and summer, and the crops and the flowers and trees growing, blossoming, blooming, leaves growing, and right the way through. And I was chased by lambs on a lovely warm day running through a field. A shepherd's life, how wonderful that might be. Now we're coming towards full-on autumn. We're into autumn, and we'll soon be heading into winter. And if we're lucky, we might get a bit of snow, and I'll take pictures and films of that. I've taken lots of pictures while I've been out, lots of close-ups of plants and flowers and blossoms on trees, and I like to get really close up, study what I'm looking at, so, see everything really close up and get the picture as close as I can and get it in frame and focused really nicely. And it's a way of paying attention. It's a way of really being in the moment, taking them pictures, and just spotting things like that you can take pictures of. And you look back at them later and, oh yeah, wasn't that beautiful? So all of these are kindnesses, these, getting out walking, kindness and compassionate to myself, and I guess to the places where I'm walking, because they might just be forgotten about. That people used to work down here. It used to sustain the country. So it deserves being remembered and appreciated for whatever it did at the time. And the trees, I'm sure they appreciate bodies being down here as much as I appreciate being with the trees. I've just come to now a dead end. It's a bit spooky when it's darker. And I've got a bit of a climb to do now, up some big steep steps, which are all the way up there. So I think the kindest, most compassionate thing I could do right now is to probably stop recording, because you don't want to listen to me huffing and puffing and panting up there, and I'll be embarrassed if I slip and fall and swear. So you've been listening to me, Nick, for KMA TV Outside Broadcasting. I hope you found the little bit of walk I did interesting, and it's brought you a bit of kindness and compassion into your world as it has mine. Thanks for accompanying me. I'm going to sign off now and get round the other side of whatever them steps take me to. Bye bye.